MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Minnesota Twins and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with the bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2020 New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, Dero?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Luis Severino will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan, any thoughts?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
No balls and one strike. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kepler looks up. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo home run here leading off the ball game. His first homer here in the series as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
I thought the leadoff hitter is supposed to set the table for the guys behind him. Not the case with that swing of the bat right now. Game's changed, fellas. Get ready for a good one.
Here's Byron Buxton now. As he hits one on a line to left field. Kepler has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 22. Miguel.
Up next for Minnesota, Miguel Sano. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
The 0-1 on its way. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a tough time with. If you've played in the league for a little bit, you understand that he's got his own zone.
You touched on it, D-Roy. I think he rewards the veteran players, not only pitchers, but position players. He makes the younger players, he makes them earn their keep.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last two guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. He was selected in the 7th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Previous history with Luis Severino, he's 1 for 4. Comes set with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Davis is off at first with 2 away. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. But the Twins fire the opening salvo as they're on the board courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from the Bronx. It's now 1-0 Minnesota. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Marcus Stroman gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Marcus Stroman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Now at the plate, Ender Inciarte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Ender Inciarte.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Stroman Also known as Strosho at times. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Ready on 1 and 2. It's a swinging bunt up the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
I love the fact that the hitter was able to foul that pitch away. I always thought with 2 strikes, you give the pitcher that.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. His first homer so far in the series, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Well, his offense spotted him a run in the top of the inning, and he just gave it right back. That's what happens when you plant one in a hitter's wheelhouse. Sent out of here in a hurry.
Digging in, Nolan Arenado.
Batting second, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now here's the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, sometimes it doesn't go exactly according to plan. 2 aces on the mound. We thought they were going to throw up donuts all game. Both teams are able to score. Let's see which one settles down quicker.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
No outs, nobody on. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Now another 2-2. Chop toward the second baseman. Dozier gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Third, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Buxton is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good power curveball there, and he's in control. 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. But the Yankees are able to tie things up on the solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second, all tied at 1-1. Here's Brian Dozier now.
For Minnesota, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is off the corner and low, ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Number 30 waits on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
The next twin up, number 30. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Now a move over to first, and he's back in standing. Ready with the 0-1. Runner goes for second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Grounded up the first baseline. Bird gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 40.
Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And no advance, it's ball 1. Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
This would seem like an easy RBI situation. 2-0 count, runner in scoring position, but you have to know there's an open base, and he might be pitching around you.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Ready with the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. In time to first, and there are two away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. Runner in scoring position with two gone.
Yeah, in this last at bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Ramos at third with two away. Blackmon behind, no balls and two strikes.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. Two straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. A run for the Twins, and it comes on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 2-1 Minnesota. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Didi Gregorius.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take two strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Pops this one up. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
First baseman.
At the plate, Greg Bird, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And very quickly they're two gone to start the inning.
Batting seven.
And with two away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Striding in, Torres will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
The 1-0 home is taken for ball two. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they're going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now the pitch. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside.
With the meat of the order due up next, you could probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So after the leadoff base hit, they'll have his wheels to contend with here.
He doubled up on that one, Danny. Back-to-back changeups. Nice job by the batter right there, staying on that pitch.
That's one of the things that this pitcher will do, though, Mark. His changeup is so good, he's not afraid to throw it back-to-back pitches.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he just manages to get his hand in. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A ball and a strike. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there. And that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Hit hard on the ground is short. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Here's Chris Davis now. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 delivery. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Buxton over at second. Sano on at first with nobody out. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Two balls and two strikes to count to Chris Davis. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And now there's ball 4 as this goes straight to the backstop.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now 0 for 1 here in the early going. First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout, something to get you back in this inning.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Standing in now, Brian Dozier, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Two balls and a strike to Dozier.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
At the plate, number 30. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. from the stretch. Now both runners on the move. Bounce it to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. And the run will score from second to make this a 5-1 game now.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. That he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
So coming to the plate, Wilson Ramos. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
4 runs here in this half inning. 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Here now the 2-2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Looking up is the right fielder, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his first homer here in the series, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Yeah, after this blast, the 3rd home run of the game, you can see why this place is known as a launching pad. Balls leave this place in a hurry. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more before this thing is over.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Adams is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Up next for
Here's
Minnesota.
Charlie Blackmon now. As he'll take a look at ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double. That was not a good pitch, but he handled it nicely, guys.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Blackmon stands at second with 2 gone. 3-0 now. Miguel Sano would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set. Here's the 3-0. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take and a walk is the result.
Here's Miguel Sano. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But 6 runs here in the inning have taken a close game and broken it wide open. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Twins 8 and the Yankees 1. So striding forward now, Max Kepler.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. 2-0 to the Yankees left fielder. Two balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. Is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, number 20, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. One and 0 pitch on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 2-0 home. Nope. 3-0. Ender Inciarte waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Coming to the plate now, Ender Inciarte. He'll look to duplicate his first at-bat when he homered to open the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is pulled into right, and that's in there, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed up a little high.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air out to left field. Blackman is under it, and that ends the inning. Yanks strand a pair. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Now it'll be the Minnesota DH, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. You got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Squared that one up just a little late. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Bases are empty here, nobody out. The next 0-2 is in there, a called strike 3. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned.
Brian Dozier.
Ready once again, Brian Dozier. A couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Not close. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now the 3-0 offering. Chopped weakly to the left. Arenado right there. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 30.
Ready for another shot now. Number 30. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high.
Ball 1, no strike.
And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And that's low, ball 4.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Stepping up now, Wilson Ramos. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. And fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
A runner on first with 2 away. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Fair to say? Oh, my goodness. These folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Striding forward now is the DH, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's the first pitch to him. The fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
The 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And now against his body, a jump throw. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
No balls and a strike to count. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. The 1-2 fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Great job to lay off that pitch after fouling off so many previous to it. I got to believe that pitchers certainly get frustrated in these types of at-bats.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
Another full count offering on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Stepping in, Greg Bird. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 finds the zone. Strike one. One run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Twins 9 and the Yankees 1. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
The windup and the 0-1. He pulls this one into right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3. So the Twins put their leadoff hitter on to get the inning started.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Charlie Blackmon. He doubled his last time through. He's set. Here it comes. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and this goes right past him. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Here's Byron Buxton now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Two balls and a strike. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Tough slider down low for a strike.
2-2.
3 balls and 2 strikes to the Twins center fielder. And the payoff pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Miguel Sano as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Polanco on third. Blackman is over at second with one down in the inning. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Chris Davis. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Here it comes, 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. Arenado's got it. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Digging in now for the Yankees, Torres. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. One and one to count. The 1-1. Popped him up. Polanco backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Max Kepler. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Yankees so far. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Smoked on the ground up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Into the box now, number 20. Lays off 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Not close. It's 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Digging in now, Ender Inciarte. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. The Dozier for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They trail big. It's 9-1. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
Mike Moustakas.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now the 1-0. Is a called strike on the changeup. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
Now the 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Kepler's on his horse. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike 1. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 0-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Look out, and that'll give him a close shave.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Moustakas stands at second with no outs. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Now at the plate, number 30, a hit in 2 tries so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. First and second here with nobody out. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1 home. He's outside for a ball.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
Drilled to first. To second for one. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Lofted in the air out to right field. Under it is the right fielder, and that's the 3rd out. One left for Minnesota, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
2 balls and a strike now. The 2-1 home is looked at for ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher's standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
In now, Gary Sanchez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Nobody out, runner on first. Two and two.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to first, a double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
Giancarlo Stanton now. First pitch on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Yanks held in check. They trail big. It's 9-1. Back here in the Bronx. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He singled his last time up.
Jorge Polanco.
First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Charlie Blackmon, already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-1 now to the Twins leadoff man. Swing and a liner, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Center fielder number 25, Byron.
So digging in now, Byron Buxton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And the pitch. Ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
Here it comes, 1-0. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now in the box, Miguel Sano. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Buxton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. In now, Didi Gregorius. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
It doesn't look very promising so far this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Takes a knee-high fastball.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on it.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Sano in foul ground. Oh, he brought it back.
Now batting, first baseman,
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now to Bird.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. In there, a base hit. The throw into second. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
number 81.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Stepping in now, Torres, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting,
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt.
your attention please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Smiley.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. And that one stayed up a little high.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
A fastball that just misses inside. Men on third with 2 down. High pop up. Sano is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Twins bullpen does the job there. 8th inning coming up. Twins lead it 9-1. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasts this thing, putting himself into scoring position to start off the inning.
Now at the plate, Mike Moustakas. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Pitch popped up. Arenado moving to his left. Makes the play. 1 away. Stepping in, Brian Dozier. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now Dozier with a drive out to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His first homer here in the series as the blowout continues.
The batter.
Into the box, number 30. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He was a double play victim last time around. The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. And that misses. 2-1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. Kepler is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away, it's strike 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Called strike over the outside corner. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first. Saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2. So striding in, number 20.
Leading off for the Yankees, right fielder, number 20.
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Buxton is in pursuit. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away. Here's Ender Inciarte. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
The batter, number 28, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Trevor Hildenberger answers the call. Now looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Trevor Hildenberger.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air out to center field. Buxton has a beat on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Standing in, Gary Sanchez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a strike. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. We're on to the ninth here in game one, 11-2. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. Jonathan Holder enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jonathan Holder.
Riding in once again, Jorge Polanco. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Up next for the Twins, left fielder Charlie Blackmon.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Charlie Blackmon. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on two strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Byron Buxton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Set. Here's the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. Polanco, the runner at second with one away. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. Two away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. In the dirt, and now let's see. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw. One hit in the inning, but no one left. One more shot coming up. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. The Twins are in front, 11-2. Giancarlo Stanton now starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The windup and the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Here it comes on 0-2. And he fouls this one off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more is taken. That's ball one. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. On the first, in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now.
First baseman number 33, Greg Bird.
At the plate, Greg Bird. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Line drive here is caught, and if that's not symptomatic of the way this one's gone, the ball game is over.
Well, the die was cast in the third inning when they posted a bunch of runs. After that, they did everything they had to just to wrap up this victory.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. Minnesota jump out to a 1-0 series lead. Marcus Stroman earns the victory on the mound. Luis Severino is slapped with 8 earned runs as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.